Hello, how's everybody doing? Today it is Wednesday. It is chapter 12 of the Hypertrophy Odyssey. Maybe I'll have a subtitle name for this one, but I'm not 100% sure. I might think of it during the workout. Today it is, of course, full body. The Wednesday workout, which is always one of the harder of the days. Should be light though. Today's subject matter with the workout briefing subject matter today is going to be soreness. Soreness sucks. I'm fucking sore right now. I'm actually super sore from Monday's workout, which hasn't happened to me in a while. Taking that week plus off really messed me up. So right now I reset in soreness. So do not look forward to this workout at all because of it. But I know that doing it is going to get the blood flow back in, so it'll feel good. And then tomorrow it's going to be hell on earth again. But soreness is something that I'm not a chaser of. I'm not one that if I don't feel sore the next day, I didn't get a good workout. I'm not that type of person, because that's idiotic and not how it works at all. But I used to like it. Nowadays, it's just more of an inconvenience. It's just my body's not used to doing all the workout, I guess. Yeah, it's just it's coming back from a extended period off. People who chase that particularly, the pump is something else, but that is a whole other discussion. But people who chase soreness is a little stupid, because at the end of the day, it's just your body getting used to doing something it's new stimulus. So you don't necessarily even need to feel soreness in order for it to have worked. So kind of dumb to try to chase it, but some people love it, and those people are also weird. So probably also not doing anything effectively, but it is what it is. Anyways, yeah, sore today. Feeling good besides that, just achy everywhere. Forearms on fire like I knew it would be. Looking forward to using that wrist roller again, because my God, it was amazing. 10 out of 10. And then everything else though, kind of sore. We're gonna keep it at the low end of the ranges here, and then just try to get through it. Hopefully, get through it in a timely manner. And then today we're taking I'm in the Honda. Maybe one day I'll explain why I have two different cars. This is the Honda. We're in the Honda right now, so you might hear a little bit more in the background, although they're both Hondas. This is the Civic, I should say. The other one is a CRV, which is a little bit nicer. So this is an old 95 Civic. So anyway, that's a story for a different day. But for today, I'll talk a little bit more soreness. Super sore. Not too bad though. Like, what is it? Like, it sucks to squat, but the hack squats are gonna have to get done. So if there's anything else I'll discuss, it will be that I think moving forward, probably in the start of the new year, I'm gonna probably end up doing more, I don't know, like I want to say like a storyline probably, especially after I do my before and after. I'm gonna do another series. It's gonna be one that doesn't get updated very frequently, but it's just gonna be something where I get to show where I started and where I'm going, basically. Something like a show your work type deal. That's what I'm gonna call it, but something like that. I'll probably come up with a better name. Because I love names like this. It'll probably have some alliteration, but that'll be for the beginning of January, I believe. Yeah, beginning of January. And then I'll probably start making more of these in episodic format, even though it's already episodic format. It's chapters technically, but I think the chapters are going to have more of a maybe like storylines in them, so that way it's not just me working out doing the same fucking thing over and over again, even though it will be the same thing over and over again, but maybe it'll have a little bit of a more pizzazz, a little bit of a story to it, ideas behind it, things that are going through my brain that are happening before, and then I forget about them, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I remember them after I've already recorded. But we'll see how we'll see how it plays out. But I just be prepared for longer titles and more more of an actual, maybe like storyline or a cohesive narrative that's going to pop up. But that'll be sooner than you think, actually, because the new year is coming soon. It's about to be Christmas relatively soon, and I look forward to that because Christmas is always fun. And then just be aware of that. Looking forward to that. I'll see you on the inside.
All right, so today we start with hack squats. Getting back into the groove of things, so my knees are feeling all right, feeling pretty good. I wanted to take this time now because after hack squats, I actually end up getting to the main subject of today's video, because during the hack squats, I just casually did them. There's nothing too crazy about them, and there's at the beginning part of the range, nothing too crazy. They felt fine. They were a little tough, but it is what it is. I am looking forward to discussing the next little portion of this. You can see my knees are a little fucked, but whatever. Then right before I did this set of decline bench, I actually got a video. I was on Twitter, which I probably shouldn't have been, because I probably should focus on the gym, but I got this video of Kurt Angle doing this fucking moonsault. No, it's not a moonsault, but just like dive onto Abyss, and then it got me thinking about wrestling, and then wrestling memes, and then how that just got me hyped up for the rest of this workout, because I was like, oh yeah, fucking A. Just like imagine seeing that shit live, or just in person, or anything like that. And it got me just thinking about wrestling in general, and I think this entire section is just going to be dedicated to wrestling, or this video, I should say. It's interesting to see how much wrestling has come back in the mainstream, in that memes and stuff. Particularly recently, the reason why Kurt Angle came up even in the first place was because of that the 1,000-yard stare video that had popped up recently from him, since he did he started a TikTok channel and stuff. And then that video came up on my Twitter feed, the one of him doing that plancha, there you go, that's the word, off of the stage onto Abyss, and then just thinking about how there's such a weird crossover between people who lift and people who watch wrestling / people who wrestle, also lifters as well, and just a big one big I wouldn't say circle jerk, but it's interesting how people will be interested in wrestling who are also oh yeah, I happen to also lift as well. I know there are people out there like Bald Omni Man and Freaky D. Freaky D is a big WCW guy, back when it was an actual thing. I remember a Q&A talked to him a little bit about that. And then for me personally, when I was growing up, I was watching the Attitude Era with my brother, and then watching WCW as well. He would always his favorite was Scott Hall, and my favorite was Kevin Nash. So it worked out. It was we were the outsiders. It was perfect, and it's just interesting to see wrestling kind of come randomly back into mainstream every once in a while. I still follow wrestling. I watch personally AEW wrestling, which I would. Although I should just call it AEW, because calling it All Elite Wrestling is kind of stupid. But anyways, just like ATM machine. Anyways, so I still watch it, and it's really good, but it's not the same as it once was. It's a very different style of wrestling than it was before. Although the Attitude Era and before was just kind of insane for what it was. Now it's a lot of crazy stuff, like what you saw there with that Kurt Angle stuff, and more flippy stuff, which is cool. It's cool. It's different. It's definitely some people that are underrated, and then there are some people that are just amazing. You have the world champion MJF in AEW, which is great. He's great, excellent, 10 out of 10, really good. And then you have your other people like John Moxley, who always kicking ass and stuff. But it's interesting to see that there's a weird resurgence of memes that come up with wrestling that go into a mainstream area. So for example, you got the Kurt Angle Perk, what is it, the 1,000-yard stare, and then you have the Vince McMahon crying one was one that happened not that long ago too. That was like just came up randomly. So it's interesting to see that these things, even though like wrestling isn't as popular as it once was, they'll still leak into the mainstream because of memes, and then that just leads to the power of how memes are the most powerful thing in the world, and also one of the last bastions of art. But that's a whole other discussion for a whole other video. If you want to have that discussion, let me know and leave it in the comments. But that's a whole other thing. I'm dying after these calf raises, by the way. The wrist roller, I actually fixed this problem. Last time I only did one side 3 times, and then I did the other side the other time. This time I did it both sides. It is amazing. The immaculate pumps that I got from this, as well as like the soreness, everything about this was amazing. I was not counting it at the time. I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna do as many as I can before I start. I can't do anymore. I've later rectified that, so I actually am going to count these. I'm not gonna do AMRAMPs anymore, and I made it so I'll actually have a progression on this. Progression. But we'll get to that later on a different subject matter, or we'll get to that on a different chapter. Anyways, back to the wrestling. I find it interesting that there is that crossover between like people who watch wrestling and, you know, like they also tend to lift too and stuff. I think it's like something about being a character is also something about it as well, you know, because like people who watch wrestling like generally like the bigger than life like characters and stuff like that, like those who can talk the major trash and stuff. Look at that forearm pump real quick. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Anyways, looking at everything, like thinking about like somebody like a Scott Steiner or somebody like that who could talk, he just said the craziest, most ridiculous things. You know something? You know, I was thinking, then all of a sudden, he'll just call it, what is it? Samoa Joe's fat, you know, that stuff like that. It's always interesting, but also it's like you get like, how do I explain this? It's like the crossover there where you get these bigger than life people, like I don't know, I feel like in my mind I'm like, I hype myself up with some of these, like, you know, like I'm talking shit to the weights basically, and I am my own character in my head, like a Scott Steiner or somebody like Kurt Angle. I'm just like cutting promos on the weights, but in my head, because obviously I'm not talking to the weights in person because that'd be weird. But you know, it's just kind of like something I feel like a lot of people who watch wrestling end up doing, kind of. They'll just like start like talking mad shit and whatnot. But it's interesting to see the crossover appeal still pop up in the mainstream with wrestling, even though it's not as popular as it once was. It's interesting seeing what memes will pop up. Although I will say this, I'm very curious to know how widespread they are, because I am still in the wrestling bubble, so I will see these a little bit more than normal. But I think that certain ones like this kind of excel past just the little wrestling bubble and stuff. Anyways, if you're still listening, tell me what your favorite wrestler is, or if not, if you ever watched wrestling and your experience with wrestling, because wrestling is still fun if you occasionally want to watch it. I'm not a huge fan of the WWE currently. I don't like some of their products per se. It's just kind of whatever. It's very sanitized, you know. I kind of like the grittiness and the like, oh, we messed up type deal of like AEW and stuff. Also, AEW is way more, what is it called, work rate. So, it's a lot of flippy stuff, but it's good shit. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. And some of the characters are great. My boy right now is Daniel Garcia. Anyways, to get back to this last set, I added these in because I needed to get some work on the back the little part of my hamstring that is behind my knee, basically, that crosses the knee joint, because I don't actually work this. And actually, since I've done this, this has had a great effect on my knee problems, specifically on my right knee, because I never really worked this muscle. So it's probably why it's like weak as hell. So and it's been very nice. So I would recommend these. This will be added regularly, and I'll probably add more weight and more sets. One more set, and a little bit more weight. That's why I can do the kickback so hard, but pretty good.
All right, welcome to the workout debriefing. Exercise is not filmed. Take a wild guess. Dead hangs, that's right. I don't know why I paused so long for that, but who cares? Dead hangs. Exercises skipped? None. I didn't do the hip adduction or abduction. I replaced it with the seated leg curl today. So nothing was skipped, something was added, and well, nothing available because the hip adduction machine was broken still. So once that comes back, I will use it. It's just broken still, which is surprising because usually right now they usually make all the machines as good as possible, since all of the New Year's resolutioners are about to be coming soon. So they want to have it like all ready to go. I'm assuming that they're getting in the next week or two, they're probably going to fix as many machines as humanly possible to get ready for that. But anyways, it was a great workout. Excellent. Feel really good right now. Feel hungry as hell, but that's neither here nor there. Very excited. They're getting me with in-gym advertisements, because apparently now Snickers makes a protein bar, which I knew about, but I thought it was a UK exclusive type thing, and now it's here, so I got to try that thing out. Will I do a review on it? Maybe. But that'll be maybe a short or something. I don't think I'll make that a huge actual video. Anyways, be on the lookout for that. Maybe I'll do shorts of reviews. Maybe that'll be the shorts content that I do on here. Look at that. Smart thinking out loud. Anyways, it was a great workout. 10 out of 10. Really happy about my dip strength not going down too much, so I can go back up. And also, probably going to start doing weighted soon. Very excited about that. Got to get the nutsack belt sooner or later. Might try to get that around my birthday, which is coming up soon. This guy just fucking ran that thing. Okay. Anyways, I had a great comeback. Feeling not sore right now, but I know later today I'm going to be feeling it in my forearms like crazy. So I'm not looking forward to that. But it is what it is. Soreness, aka DOMS, aka delayed onset. What is it? Delayed onset muscle soreness. DOMS is an okay thing. I don't think you should chase it. It's not one of those things that people. You don't necessarily need to feel sore after every single workout, and if you're a soreness chaser, you might become a person that is too chasing. You chase the novelty versus the actual growth. So you got to be careful about that. But some people are like that, and it is what it is. You lose them to shit like I need something new every week. There are those types of people who just do that, or go to the gym, don't go for like a week, and then come back and just keep doing that just so they can feel something, anyways. Yes, looking forward to getting back into the groove of things, slowly getting back into the groove of things. I wasn't hacking and coughing like last time, although I was coughing a bit during my giant set, but that was just more of I needed to breathe than anything else. But not too bad. They actually had rolls of tissue paper this time with the little spray bottles, so they ran out of the pre-moistened wipes at the gym, which was super fucking annoying, so whatever. Anyways, I will be back relatively soon. You will see me on here. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Stay safe. Go work out. Peace.